Good morning, children. Let's begin with the new topic of the climate chapter, that is climatic control. See, there are basically 6 climatic control that affects the climate of a place. They are latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, ocean currents and relief features. So let's begin with the latitude. So as you are familiar with the latitudes and the longitudes, this is the curvature of the earth, means that is the curve of the earth, and these are the latitudes. The sun rays are not vertical at each and every latitude. At the equator they are vertical. At the other latitudes, from starting with the 1 to 90 degree, they become slanting at we reaches to the 90 degree north and 90 degree south. So as the sun rays are vertical at other latitude, so the heat that is captured by the other places that are away from the equator will be having the cooler climate in comparison to the areas where the sun rays are vertical. Come to the India. This is the equator. India lies in the northeastern hemisphere. This is the prime meridian. This is your western hemisphere. This is your western hemisphere. This is your eastern hemisphere. This much is your northern hemisphere and this much is your southern hemisphere. So India lies in the northeastern hemisphere and between the two tropics, that is the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So we have both the kind of climate in India, that is the tropical climate and the subtropical climate. Tropical climate because we lie between both the tropics. Southern part of India have tropical type of climate, whereas the northern part of India, it lies in the subtropical zone. So therefore northern part of India have subtropical climate. So we say that India have a tropical climate. Next comes your altitude. Altitude means the height of a place. As the height increases, the air starts decreases. When we reaches to the you are familiar with it, that when the people go to for the mountaineering, for climbing Everest, they carry oxygen cylinders with them. Why this is so? Because in the plain areas the air is dense. When we reaches to the height, the air starts decreasing up and it becomes very thin. That's why the amount of oxygen also decreases. That's why the people used to carry the oxygen cylinder. Similarly with the temperature also, when the height increases, the air becomes thin, it becomes quite cold over these areas. So therefore when the height increases, the temperature starts decreasing. So this is and that also affect the climate of a place, because the cold winds that are coming from the Himalayas, they affect the temperature of the northern plains of India. Next comes your pressure and wind system. Pressure and wind system, that is, it affects the temperature as well as the precipitation or the rainfall of a place, because places that are near to the coastal areas, these areas, they have moderate kind of climate. Places that are away from the coastal areas, that is, we are living in the northern part of India, so we are away from the sea, so we have extreme type of climate. That is, we have extreme winters and extreme summers. That is, in the summers the temperature reaches to the 54 degrees Celsius, that is in the Rajasthan area, and in the winters the temperature reaches to the -2 also, that is in the Amritsar. Amritsar lies in the plain area, but the temperature decreases in the winters, that reaches to the -2 also. So these are the extreme conditions, and these are all due to the pressure conditions and the wind system that is affecting pressure, because whenever the temperature is high, pressure decreases. When the temperature is low, pressure increases. Wind system example, your monsoon winds. Monsoon winds came to the India from the 1st June. The 1st June begin with this part of the India, 1 June, and different tentative dates are there when it enters to the different parts of the India. In the Saharanpur, it ends at the end of the June or at the starting of the July. Okay, so this is the effect of the wind system. Now next topic comes, that is fourth point is distance from the sea. As we move, already I have told you this thing, as we move away from the sea, the temperature of a place become extreme, and when we are nearer to the sea, the temperature remains, the climate remains moderate, not very hot and not very cold. That is, in the southern part of the India, the temperature remains from 30 to 35 degrees Celsius in the summers also and in the winters also. But when we reaches to the northern part of the India, the temperature in the summer it is very high, reaching above 45 degrees Celsius, and in the winters also the temperature start decreasing. It reaching to the in the plain area, that is reaches to -2 also, -1 also, and in the that is your till 10, 8, 9 degree also. Then comes your ocean currents. Ocean currents are basically the movement of the water. As India lies in the tropical area, this is your 8 degree 4 minutes north. This is your 0 degree equator. So we are not very much far away from the equator. Difference of hardly 8 degree latitude. Okay. So 8 degree latitude. So as this part lies near to the equator, moreover we are between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, that is, the currents that are flowing in this area, they are warm currents. They are warm currents. Basically there are two types of currents, warm currents and cold currents. Warm currents keep the climate of a place warm, whereas cold currents that are coming from the Arctic Ocean or from the Antarctic Ocean, they keeps the climate of a place as a cold. Okay, so the ocean currents maintain the temperature of a place being as the warm and the cold currents. Warm currents are shown with the blue color and the red, cold currents are shown with the red color. Next comes your relief. Relief means the type of a land, whether it's a plain area, it's a mountain area, it's a hilly, it's a coastal area, whatever, it's a desert area, that is the relief. In India we have the Himalayas. Himalayas act as a barrier from the cold winds that are coming from the Central Asia. Even the Himalayas protect us at the time of the war also. So that's why this is the effect of the relief on the climate of a place. Cold winds, it protects the cold winds that are coming from the Central Asia. Even the mountains, they also help in the precipitation also. They can cause rainfall also, because they stop the clouds going away from the country. Okay. Even if you take the example of the Western Ghats. Western Ghats lie here. When the winds come from the ocean area, they strike the Western Ghats and gives the rainfall in this part of the India. Whereas this side remains dry, because these clouds strike the Western Ghats. Western Ghats is a hilly area and it gives the rainfall in the western part of the Western Ghats. So this is the effect of the relief.